Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Agents of Chaos Gaming, where order comes to die and chaos reigns. I am Crunch, joined with Scotty and QB.
Hello.
We are the boys.
They are indeed the boys,
Mickey.
and today we are continuing on our adventures in Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. Last time we made it to Fortuna Castle, and now we are going to continue our explorations within the castle.
I have a
And
question. Where's our boy Dante?
You'll see him soon enough.
Dante.
And this mission comes with a gimmick that I would argue this game's slightly infamous for in not a good way.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I wish it was that. That'd be a hilarious DMC mission. Alright, so last time we got our hands on that Anima Mercury thing, which was in here, which said it was an artificial soul. Well, essentially what they do is they animate objects. Specifically these. This is known as a gyro blade. Essentially, you hit it a bunch to get it to rev up, and then you sling it. You can also just like punch it to shift it around as such. But yeah, this mission has a lot of these. It is not fun.
So Nero was Nero in that church thing, or is he just there?
He is officially part of the Order of the Sword. Anyway, we are now back in this room from last mission, which had one of these sitting in it. So let's see what it does in combat. Well, this room was full of enemies and other bits of junk, but now it's mostly empty. Yeah, they do quite a bit when it comes to battle potential.
Uniga.
I do love that animation for just throwing cross around. It's great. Especially because like you can't actually like do the back and forth thing if you want, instead of just spinning him. Let me see if I can do it.
Speed and banging.
That's not quite what I was looking for, but that's okay.
That's Tommy.
So yeah, that is what Frost will do if you let them, is they will ice out and generate some health.
Is it just a small amount, or can they regenerate it all?
I think it's only a small amount. I don't think they can do the full thing. That'd be a bit much if they could do that.
That body hadn't despawned.
Yes, we'll get down to that thing later.
The Grand Hall.
Actually, technically, we can just do this. So while it is giving you a hint as to what to do in this room, at the moment we don't actually need to worry about that. What we're instead going to do is... Door? What was it different door? I can't remember. I think it's actually this one? Yeah. I hate that I'm trying to jump over it, but it was prompting the dialogue.
Reminds me of that mission I did in Sly.
I'm trying to go under. Pickpocket.
Yeah. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Reacting in an unknown manner. So basically, in a nutshell for that, it's just saying, hey, you need to put 4 gyro blades into that spot. However, one of them's behind a locked gate at the moment. So we'll get around to that by going in here. So this is the room that I accidentally walked into during our last session. I don't think anything actually happens in this room if you do that in the previous mission, but now that we've been introduced to these guys, a few of them spawn in.
Bianco and Jello.
Yep. Okay for that.
I'm me doing made a similar design for a campaign of mine. I mean, they're cool designs, and
I love being able to do that with the Buster.
why do you like thrusting into them front? Penetrating their every being?
It is very satisfying, yeah.
Also, I blame my pal for what happened last week, because I ended up binging several seasons of PR on YouTube. That was a...
Smash up this table.
There's a guy in green up. I'm proud of this boy. He is destroying the pottery.
So
What are you
anyway,
gonna do?
come down over this way. There's a giant fireball. Now if you go into that hallway, that thing will screw you up big time. Also, there's text on the wall. And there just happens to be a gyro blade down here, of course. And yeah, somehow this thing can block these fireballs. Not entirely sure how that works, but I ain't complaining. So, just knock the gyro blade down the hall. And we break the thing that's actually shooting the fireballs. Alright, so I'm just going to point out that this is here. I'm not going to attempt this because I tried to do this earlier during practice and I couldn't get this one to work out. This is a secret mission, and the objective is to do 5 mid-air busters while never touching the ground. Essentially, you have to, like, I believe you have to, like, use enemy step a lot in that one to make it work, but while I was doing my practice round, I could not pull that one off. But I'm just letting you guys know it's here. And I may try and do that later off camera for the sake of completion. We'll see. This, admittedly, will probably be the one DMC game where I may not go for maxed out health just because some of the secret missions are a pain in the butt. And also the way some of these are set up is a little funky.
Scarecrows.
Yeah, I got more scarecrows. And I could also just use the gyro blade that's sitting under there, but nah. What's the fun in that? I mean,
Did you really be worth it?
huh?
Would it really be worth it?
I mean, considering we're in an enclosed area, it could bounce around and slap into a bunch of them, but, you know, again, there's the fun in that when you can get your hands dirty and do it yourself. Okay, fine. Oh, that's hilarious karma right there. Trying to show off and take a hit for it.
Bit of irony right there.
It is. It's hilarious. Also, something I want to point out that I haven't really made mention of is that despite the fact that this is a double-barreled revolver, first off, the firing animation is really cool because it does actually show 2 bullets coming out of it. but the sound on it's not exactly very punchy. It doesn't really sound like a revolver to me. Now granted, I know like for a lot of movies where they use revolvers, they tend to use a gun with a bigger sound on them to try and make them sound cooler. Prime example being Indiana Jones, where he ran around with a revolver, but I believe the firing noise for it was actually like a different rifle entirely.
I mean, Indiana Jones teaches the great lesson. Guy brings a nice to a fight. I kind of be fucked gun.
That was a great scene. Anyway, this is one of the gyro blades that we need for the little puzzle down there, so just yuck this down the hallway. Yes, it is a big metallic Beyblade.
Fun fact about that scene, there was a whole script for them having like a big epic sword fight, but then I think it was either Harrison or somebody else on the set said, why not just use the gun?
I mean,
I think if I remember correctly, there may have also been a something to do with he also had food poisoning for that sequence, or was that a different? Was that the other movie?
I'm going to Google this.
Because I feel like that's the one for the. You're talking about the one in
I think it's the
Raiders?
Last Crusade. Is it? I think it's the one where he's like the guy's using like the whip and the sword and they just. Is that the first one where I think it's like Turkey or something in Israel?
Apparently everyone had food poisoning.
Yeah, I remember there was like food poisoning involved with like that particular sequence. With, like they were supposed to have like an actual fight, and then it was like, nope, everyone's got food poisoning, so just shoot the guy and let's just move on.
Pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang.
Constructing a scene from Indiana Jones.
Also, I can see how this can be painful for him.
Yeah, this is tedious to put it mildly. So anyway, we put that guy there, then we go back to go get the other one. Only one open space remains. Yes, that's usually how that works. So we come down here. Pop this guy. Throw him down the hall. Now, thankfully, having the speed upgrade with making Nero move faster does help a little bit, but it's still annoying.
Also, I see you're still using like the other Nero outfit, or did you switch back?
No, this is the other one. I figured I'll just run with this for a couple missions.
All of that for green orb.
Well, that and to open up the way forward.
Oh, that's the door. I thought that was just the background.
Nope, that's a door. And that door leads
To a loading.
to a loading screen. No, it leads to an outside courtyard with one of those things next to it.
Oh, I think I remember something in the last episode of something being in the courtyard.
Oh yeah, this cutscene.
This blizzard must be these demons.
You don't say, Nero.
The demons that are shagging each other.
What am I looking at?
Nero looking at horny ice demons.
Crunch, destroy them.
That's the plan.
Then numpty hot.
Destroy the horny!
We
There's
here,
time and place, not now.
we here at Agents of Chaos are anti-horny, apparently. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I just live by the terms of.
So then, friends, I believe me and the podcast have a conflict of interest.
No, I live by the rules that there's a time and place.
Also, oh shit! He actually
Okay,
got me.
So that's the actual demon.
So this is what you really look like.
Okay, all need to run away forever.
Just not big on toes.
What has to my break? Well, my bonus then.
Finish this quickly.
Kind of a mood killer.
I live by the rules of fun.
Listen to me, man. You would not believe how many people in this world right now.
Alright, so this guy is Bale, I believe is his name.
And what do you say? This guy is a fucking asshole.
His whole gimmick is, well, ice.
I mean, considering how much he's freezing you, yeah.
Yep, he'll throw ice off of his back. He'll also try to slam on you.
I'm also going to point out the dramatic irony of Johnny Young Boss fighting a frog.
Yep, that is also a thing. And he will also chew on you.
That's not a frog, right?
He's supposed to be a frog or a toad or whatever. Something in that family. He's an amphibian.
I thought it was meant to. I thought the two things, the two antennae were meant to represent. What's that fish?
Oh, an angler.
Yeah.
It does
It's a
look like
mixture
a
of both.
combination.
He's like a fusion of both. He's a mixture of an angler and a amphibian. Anyway, so this is one of his other gimmicks, is that he will basically disappear and just send out the Rusalkas. That's what these are actually called, these Rusalkas. So you bang on him, you can also buster him and yank him back into the room.
You're also very low attack.
And then, as per usual, actually, I thought I had it down there, but not yet.
Well, does he also have a unique enemy for Buster?
Yep, this. Actually, this is one of them. There's another one that you can do, but that's one of them. And the other one is usually you throw him up in the air and then grab him by the tail and slam him back down. I'm going to try to do it if I can get it off, but we'll see. And he's vanishing again. Alright, where are those? There they are.
So how do you think Rusalka?
That's what they're called. They're called Rusalkas. Now you do want to be careful with these because if they grab onto you, they will freeze you, and then Bale will like pop out of the shadows and come and chomp on you. You do want to be careful with them. But, okay, you're supposed to yank him out. What the hell? Ah, okay. I didn't wear him down like that, and then you can yank him back out. Put some free hits on you.
Get over here.
Yep, very
Maybe
much the old Scorpion. And now he's gotten pissed off. He's mad. And he almost killed me. Holy shit. Alright. That was gonna kill him. This would be epic. It did. No, didn't finish him. Oh, it did. Woo!
That was the most epic.
And just play Spin the Frog. Slap. How far on did just eat that?
That's exactly what I think.
Alright, eh?
Come on, it's just nasty. Wait, did he say brothers?
Yeah,
Oh,
about
no.
that.
Oh, that's fair. Now I've got to fight a whole herd of these things. Sorry, pal. We're closed.
That would have been one hell of a fucking hard battle.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Rusalka corpse. What this will does, we'll see more in effect next episode. Because it's more, it's not really like a combat power up. It's a world, I guess, exploration power up. You'll see what I mean.
Oh,
But yeah, that's it for this mission.
that's a shame.
Now what did we learn today, gentlemen?
We learned that letting it rip is tedious, and also screw giant toads.
Yeah, sounds accurate.
Yeah, join us next time as we continue our exploration of Fortuna Castle, and hopefully we don't run into any more giant frogs. See you guys next time.